We are on lesson 9, to serve and to save. Last week, we got off easy in our Bible study. We only looked at one chapter, Isaiah 40. This week, we'll be studying parts of the next 9 chapters in Isaiah. So hold on, there's a lot to cover. Isaiah is introducing us piece by piece to who the Messiah is. In order to see everything more clearly about this servant figure, Isaiah uses a very common method. He compares him to other servants that we are more familiar with. He starts out by calling the nation Israel a servant. Here's Isaiah 41:8. But you, Israel, are my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the descendants of Abraham, my friend. And he goes on to assure them of his help. We love this verse, verse 10. Fear not, I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Isaiah 41:10. So even though Israel is considered a servant and is expected to serve the nations around them, God is really the one who makes their service possible. Isaiah 42, the next chapter, shows us another servant. This servant is spoken of as an individual rather than a nation. It says in Isaiah 42:1, Behold, my servant whom I uphold, my elect one in whom my soul delights. And the job description of this servant, found in the first 7 verses here, lead us to believe it's the Messiah. If you read Matthew 12:15-21, you'll see these verses quoted there in the New Testament. The disciples of Jesus definitely thought their master fulfilled these prophecies in Isaiah. Moving on to chapter 44, we'll see how God, speaking through Isaiah, mentions another surprising servant. Who would have thought that he'd make the list of God's servants? So we'll find out tomorrow who he was. I'll see you then.